Ron Penfold from North Dakota. I want to bring you greetings from our most worshipful Grand Master, Wendell Van Wetchel. He's the Grand Master this year, and he had his main focus this year was on our 125th anniversary of Masonry in North Dakota, and his idea was to have festivals throughout the state and conduct some Masonic education therefore. And we had, like I said, Masonic festivals all over. Meetings started in the mid-morning with breaking at lunchtime for the Table Lodge, and then finishing in the mid-afternoon. To help celebrate this quasi-centennial anniversary, the Grand Lodge gave to every constituent lodge the sum of $500 to be used in the community project. The goal of this project was to restore and enhance the identity of the local Masonic lodge in the community and in the state. Star in the West, my lodge, was the first to participate in this event. We had a Grand Masonic weekend that started with the rededication of our Masonic lodge. It was destroyed in a flood in 2011. And the next day on Saturday, the RCMP from Regina, Saskatchewan, came down and did the Master Mason degree with us. We had 3 candidates, and that was really an event for those 3 people. And they were all dressed in their red uniform with boots and everything else, and it was really neat. So that was good education for all of us. At the banquet that evening, we took that $500 that we got from the Grand Lodge, and we matched that fund, and we gave $1,000 to our local homeless coalition. We have North Dakota Masonic mentors continue to spread Masonic light to that curious candidate approaching the portals through the Master Mason degree. We have 4 pamphlets in our Masonic education program, and while they've been in use for many years, we consider them to be a good educational package. I read an article a while back, and it goes like this: there's no uniformity in the educational programs pursued by the various grand jurisdictions. Many of these programs are suitable and satisfactory to the older brother, initiated many years ago. For the newly initiated entered apprentice or the newly raised Master Mason, many temptations are in this rapidly changing world of ours, with its keen competition and many temptations. We need a specialized program to educate to fit modern needs on this demand. And this was written by a Grand Master in North Dakota in 1947. So I wonder how many times we reinvented the wheel. And this reminds us of our responsibility to transmit unimpaired, the excellent tenets of our institution. It kind of causes us to think about how many members we've dropped throughout the years, but we keep reinventing this wheel, and when is it all going to come together? Most of us in this room work so very hard at spreading the light of Freemasonry. We love our fraternity. We try so hard to be good mentors and see our fraternity grow. It is our mission in life to spread the Masonic values to that young man standing at the door with what we know, hoping that he will become a true and trusty brother. It is a long and winding road, but when it works, we feel proud that we have done our job. Lately, things have been working well in North Dakota. We are bringing in younger men not only want to be a Mason, but a Scottish Rite Mason, a York Rite Mason. They want to join the Shrine. And their quest for Masonic light is just amazing. Discussing with some of these younger men, I find that them to be the grandson of a Mason or their uncle was a Mason. They remember their grandfather getting dressed up in a suit and going out that evening. They knew it was about something about Masonry, and that they met in a downtown building, a secret building. Their father was not a Mason, but their grandfather was. They are now curious as to what their grandfathers or relatives saw in Masonry. Through the internet and television, they learned a little bit about the fraternity and the band of brothers. They make contact with the lodge, and they have so many questions. They want to look at the lodge room. It's exciting to them, and I hope this is going to be the trend. In the western part of North Dakota, we have a problem, and that is oil. Lots of it. We have one lodge that just has, millions of dollars that are going to be coming in here in the next few years. And it's bringing men from all over the nation. We have Masons driving out in the oil fields with 3/4-ton Dodge trucks, Ford trucks. This one truck I noticed that had a big square and compass around the back window. He's advertising to everybody that he's proud to be a Mason. And also sitting out in the western part of North Dakota is a little town called Tioga. Masonry died in this town long ago, but recently a young man and a few friends decided they wanted to bring Masonry back into the city. Through their perseverance and untiring efforts, they persuaded the Grand Lodge to give them a dispensation. And now it is a regularly constituted lodge and is part of the community. They have no building, but meet in a town community center. The brothers go to the storage unit, bring all their properties to the lodge or to the center, set it up. After closing the lodge, they load up everything, take it back to the storage. Everyone pitches in, and no one complains. They are happy to meet as friends and part as brothers. Their ladies and children are always a part of their activities. And it gives a person a really good feeling inside to see this young girl getting presented a rose at a table lodge of instruction. It's just showing everybody what we're about. And Freemasonry is about friends and family and food and fellowship and fraternity. It takes a spark to start this fire, and I brought this young man with me today, Adam Fedler. Why don't you stand up, Adam? He started this spark in Tioga, and I am proud to call him my brother. Thank you. You know, we all talked about in Manitoba last year to bring somebody with us to this conference, and we had this young man from Florida. He flew all the way up into Manitoba and attended our conference, and he thought it was such a great fraternity. And so every year I'm going to bring a young man with me.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.